don't understand how to make annoying things work for you. You just want to be helplessly annoyed by them. Let's say, for instance, I'm just going to think of a couple examples I saw on the internet today. My mother-in-law comes early to every family gathering we have, and it's annoying because I'm still getting ready, whatever. I'm going to tell her she can't come in the house. No. You're going to tell her to come in the house. You're going to give her jobs. You're going to give her cleaning. You're going to give her cooking. You're going to have her take the kids out. You're going to do something. You're going to give her jobs so that you can do what you want to do. Next one. My friend is constantly talking to me about what I'm wearing. It's like she's always critiquing my outfits. And, she's always talking about clothes. I'm just not that interested. You have a closet. Have her come help you clean it out. Everyone needs a closet clean out, and no one wants to do it. Have her come help you clean it out. Have her sort through the things. Like, have her do the pieces you don't want to do. Have her make a little Pinterest board for you that you're going to use. Like, use it to your advantage. Maybe you don't want to talk about clothes that much, but these people pay stylists a lot of money for that. As someone who's paid a lot of money for styling. My older sister won't stop bugging me about going to the gym with her. I'm going to tell her to never say the word gym to me again. No. You're going to say, I would love to go to the gym with you. I don't really know if I can afford this or put this in my bucket right now. What if we do a month? What if I try a month with you? Can you put me on your plan? And then I'll see if I like it. There's so many ways. These are not the perfect answers to necessarily these situations, but there's so many ways to think about things that annoy you in ways that you make it work for you. Stop being annoyed by everything. Make it work for you. There's a lot of ways to make it.
Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode. And as always, I am your host, the Empress H, baby. Today's video is gonna be on safety tips and rules to live by in life in general to enable you have a better quality of life in whatever way that you can improve. And you don't start adopt the mentality of an opportunist. Yeah. Because life is not happening to you, life is happening for you. And there are actually some bad situations that you can alchemize into something that actually benefits you. I didn't say you have to do it for every situation or that, or if you don't do it in this situation, there's something wrong with you, you failed. No, but where possible, alchemize the situation to work out for you. Do it like a game. Life will be way more fun that way. Because why do you think supervillains are so undefeated like roaches? You unalive them, you think that they are no longer alive, but they still come back to life, still haunt you again because they are opportunists instead of victims or defeated people. So yeah, adopt the mentality of an opportunist. Alchemize bad situations where possible to benefit you instead of languishing in your misery and your pain. Yo, this is a lesson of fluidity and adaptability. How adaptable and fluid are you? Okay? This is like the let them situation, but instead of just let them, you go a step further and make the situation or the person benefit you. Make them your workers. Make yourself the beneficiary of their BS. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this compilation and I'll see you on the back end for more commentary.
Hey ladies, I'm gonna say something that y'all not gonna like, but you need to hear this because it's a sisterhood. Y'all need to get comfortable with violence. See, I be seeing in my comments when guys be making comments and making threats or sending me threats in the DM. And even in public here, when I'm I live in Texas, and some guys will talk crazy to me because they know the one thing that they're comfortable with is violence, especially against women, because they know by nature we are soft, we're cute. Women we're not born in that. That's not how we're created. They are. So they think if they bully us, if they talk like that. This one guy was talking to me crazy, pulled out my gat. I said it was good. I cleaned it out, emptied it, put it back in, did it real quickly in front of him. He moved back. He realized just because I'm pretty, I'm soft-spoken to a degree, because I don't think I'm really that soft-spoken. I don't want you women to keep thinking and a lot of my friends, I had to make a lot of my friends go learn how to shoot, buy protection. I just feel that's the next step in the evolution of women, not just saying that, okay, we demand money, we want better relationships. Women need to get very, very motivated and very, very active when it comes to protection. You need to get comfortable. And I know, I'm not saying this, my whole life, I've never been a GAT promoter. I'm not a GAT promoter, but now I collect GATs for the fun of it. I collect different forms. I always got it. I got the cute little one. I can't show it on TikTok, but it's always in my purse. It's in my car. I don't play about it because guess what? They're not going to play when they come after you. So all my girls out there, y'all really need to go to self-defense class. You need to make sure you have some kind of protection, a GAT, pepper spray, taser. You need to have something. Do not just think you can just say no and walk away. I don't know who needs to hear that.
Self-defense tip number 7, if you ever hear an intruder in your home late at night, do not turn the lights on. Leave the lights off. They do not know their way around your house like you do with the lights off. You have an advantage. Do not turn the lights on. That'll only tell them where you are in the house, and now everyone can see everything. Leave the lights off. Also, if you have the ability to turn your car alarm on from your phone, do it. That'll possibly be a deterrent. Maybe they'll leave the house completely. Don't ever turn the lights on. Leave the lights off. If you can turn a car alarm on, do it.
It's far better to be the one that got away and stayed away than the one who stayed and who he changed for. Because I'll tell you what happens when you finally walk away from that avoidant man for the last time. Perfect example of this. Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber, they were on and off for 10 years. She loved that man. Just 6 months before Justin married Hailey, he was hanging out with Selena. And guess who he called 23 times on his wedding day? Hailey really thought that she won the prize. She finally was able to hold down the guy that doesn't typically get held down. She really thought, you know, I have the ring, I have the last name, I have the baby. He is truly going to love me now. No, he married her out of convenience. Now Selena, on the other hand, she mourned that relationship. She went through one of the worst mental health struggles of her entire life. And now, 6 years later, Selena announces her engagement, and guess who's crashing out? Because I'll tell you what happens when you finally walk away from that avoidant man for the last time. You don't just become his ex, you become the phantom ex, the one that he idolizes in his mind when he goes to bed at night, when he's sitting next to the other woman. You are forever the one that he compares his next partners and his wife to, and that is not a position that you want to be in. It's so frustrating because when he had you, he didn't value you, but so long as you stay away, you have this idolized version in his mind, and he always thinks that the grass is greener on the other side, and that is classic avoidant attachment at work. You think you have it bad, you might cry for months, sometimes you might even cry for years, but this man is going to be crying and crashing out for decades, because man's greatest burden is unfulfilled potential, and he will always wish he was a better man, and you will forever be the one that got away and got her life together.
What is a corporate survival skill you wish you knew sooner?
Discretion. Do not tell your boss, your coworker, or even your best work friend everything going on with you outside of work. Some of them will try to use it against you. Tell some, keep some.
People who find comfort and community at tables where you are mistreated, that also tolerate your mistreatment, do not value the relationship as much as you do. A person who is genuinely close to you will not make you feel easily disposable. Recognizing that you are putting in more energy than you receive will stop you from setting unrealistic expectations for the other person and the relationship you have with them.
This is your reminder that money can't buy you a good husband, but money can buy you an apartment to get away from a bad one. Get your money, girls.
You don't have to like what happened to you, but if you do want to move on, then you have to accept that it happened, have radical acceptance, and stop letting them have emotional real estate in your mind. You invested in somebody who couldn't meet you at your level, and yes, that sucks, but that doesn't mean that you stay or you go back or you have one more conversation. What would one last conversation actually change for you? What would them saying, yeah, you're right, I did you dirty, what is that going to actually do for your life? Nothing. It's going to feel like a lie, and it's going to feel inauthentic anyway. So you need to just accept the fact that they did you dirty. You got played. You stayed longer than you should. And that's okay. Sometimes some of us are slow and hard learners. Sometimes you have to validate your own emotions and be like, yeah, that fucking sucked, and I'm going to be okay.
I need us to ditch the fallacy of sunk cost mentality, where we think that because we've invested so much time and energy into a person, we should stay with them. Or the misconception of what if he changed, if I leave him now, what if he changes, and then the next woman gets to live the dream life that you wanted and she profits off of your pain and trauma, and all you have left is pain and trauma. First things, babes, the next woman isn't profiting off of your pain and trauma. No, because You decided to stay in that pain and trauma in the hopes that he changes or not. The next woman, okay, when he's on some BS, she gon' bounce. The difference is you think that, oh, he's treating the next woman the way you wanted him to treat you because he has changed. No, it's probably a case of the next woman requires him to be on his best behavior to even have the privilege of being in her presence, and you did not have that requirement. That's the probability of why he's treating her the way you wanted to be treated, not that she's profiting off of your pain and trauma. But that aside though, even if he treats the next woman better the way you wanted and all that, your priority is yourself, your self-preservation, and your number one defense system for you. All right. So the fact is that he treated you terribly, and it doesn't matter what happens after. The fact is that he treated you terribly. He's not a problem for you. He's not someone you should be thinking about on a case of taking him back or whatever, or feeling angry that he's treating the next woman better. It's probably a case of the next woman requires it for him to even be in her presence, to be honest with you. Another key takeaway point we need to remember is that we live in a capitalist, patriarchal, racist, classist system, all right? And your financial health is very necessary to offset the detriments that come with living in this type of system. You need as much privileges as possible to help offset the side effects that comes with living in this system. And let's say society, your body is the whole system. Baby, your financial health is blood. Your financial health, just take it as your financial health is your blood that helps you flow through society and helps with your transportation and how far your reach can be. So please don't play by your financial health. It's very necessary. It's very important. And you. And with that being said, y'all, as always, I am your host, the Empress H, baby. Don't forget to like the video. Liking is free. Subscribe if you enjoy the content. Don't forget to turn on your post notification bell when you do subscribe. Comment your thoughts on this if you have any. Share if you wish to. And I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye for now.